This is Rebecca with Wall Street on Wall Street, giving you the August unemployment report here on Wall Street. The August unemployment report is out, and unemployment is at 9.1%. Underemployment is at 16.2%. What do you think about those numbers?
I think they're very discouraging. I think they're a sign our economy is in trouble.
Well, it was really a shocking report this month here on Wall Street. It was actually a lot worse than everyone was expecting, so I kind of agree things are getting worse.
I think it's outrageous that these numbers have escalated, especially, in these hard times, and it's affected a lot of my family members and everyone around me. I think it's something that needs to be looked upon, especially with our government, and the president needs actually to do something about it soon for everyone.
Well, I think this is really bad, but I think a lot of people just, they're used to make so much money, and when they get unemployed, they're not willing to take the step down and start doing whatever to bring, the food to the table. They want to keep up with the same amount of money that we're making before, and right now it's just not happening.
So you think that people are holding out for high-paying jobs that don't exist?
Yes, definitely.
What do you think about those numbers?
That's terrible. It really is. The Democrats and the Republicans need to come together, forget the bullshit that they're doing in Washington, and think about the people that are down here unemployed.
So you're saying that right now the political candidates aren't even thinking about the people here that are unemployed?
They are so not in touch with what's going on in the real world with the real people, the people that are down here every day struggling, and they're living it high on the hog in the White House, not really knowing what's going on, or not really caring, I'll put it like that.
What solution do you think we can have to bridge the gap between the politicians and what's really going on here on the street?
They need to come down here and see where their constituents live, see where the people that they put in, who put them in office, what they're really doing.
6 million people in the United States have been unemployed for over 7 months now this August. Do you see any relief for these people here at the end of 2011?
No, not at all.
Why do you think so many people have been unemployed for so long?
I have no idea. I really couldn't say. I'm just trying to hold on to my job.
Do you see any relief for these people at the end of 2011, or do you think they're still going to be holding out for those high-paying jobs?
I mean, I do see some people getting out of it, but I know for a fact a lot of people that are used to that and are not willing to take their step down and work the step, the step by step up and trying to get back in shape. No, they want to stay up, and it's not going to happen soon. I know.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be at least another year or so before we see some kind of relief with more jobs, more, that's it. We need more jobs in our community, and I think it's just lacking, and we need to act upon it in different ways, and there's no easy answers.
I doubt it. I think probably until the next election, the economy is going to stay about where it is or maybe get worse.
The 2012 election?
Yes.
Well, I would actually probably say that the government's actually probably the cause of it, because CNBC did a whole special on it, or quite a few segments on it this week, about that the government is paying people to be unemployed for 99 weeks, because years ago it wasn't, you couldn't stay on unemployment for 2 years. So the people are beginning to think that people are calling in to get a job and stuff. It's like, oh, I was just checking in to get my unemployment. And, employers can't fill jobs because people don't want jobs. They just want to get their unemployment check.
During the Clinton administration, people were paid unemployment benefits for 6 months, and unemployment was at 3 to 5%, while we had government surplus. Now, under the Obama administration, we have unemployment at the highest point on record, and he's paying people to be unemployed for 99 weeks, and we have a budget deficit. Is this paying people unemployment benefits for 99 weeks creating a welfare state?
I think it is. I agree completely.
Yes and no. I think that a lot of people have taken advantage of it. They've gotten used to being off of work for 99 weeks, and I think that's a travesty to everyone who's working like I am every day. I think that it should be cut in half of that. However, there are people who are really struggling, such as myself, a single mom, trying to work and pay for her children. We should be giving some kind of benefit for doing that, and the people who are on unemployment for more than a year should definitely not be on it for more than a year. That's just my opinion.
Well, a lot of employers seem to think that, and you do research into it. It looks like 30 to 40% of the long-term unemployed actually just want to take a 99-week vacation, and law firms are saying they're not competing against other law firms to find work. They're competing against the government to pay people to take a 99-week vacation. I mean, years ago, 10, 15 years ago, when we had welfare and we called it welfare, you know, it was a bad thing. They didn't want to pay people to sit around at home. You know, so we got people off welfare and we got them to work. And you know, early on in the Clinton administration, we had a booming economy. And afterwards, you know, we kind of changed that idea and we stopped calling it welfare. And we more or less giving them, you know, welfare to stay unemployed for 2 weeks or 2 years. But because we call it unemployment, oh God, we can't cancel unemployment. But it's just the same thing it was and all the problems we had when it was welfare. You know, we need to go back to 6 months of unemployment and not 2 years.
Now during the Obama administration, we have unemployment that is at the highest point on record, and Obama is paying people to be unemployed for 99 weeks. Do you think we have more unemployment benefits for 99 weeks that's creating a welfare state, or do you think that Obama's decisions are actually helping the economy?
Well, it's not helping the economy because money, it's not moving. People are not working, they're just taking money. I don't think it's helping at all. I mean, it's just extending people not willing because they're making more money getting money from unemployment instead of going to work.
So you would agree with the welfare state synopsis that basically a lot of people are going on unemployment and being paid by the government to be unemployed, preferably to getting a low-paying job that they feel that they're overqualified for?
Yes, yes. That's just what it is. I mean, I know a lot of people that are doing that, and they prefer to stay in unemployment and find another job that is going to, you know, cut their pay. You know, I'm not saying to stay in there, but working their way up to go back to where they were before, but they're not willing to do it. So it's...
What do you think a comfortable wage is for the average American family?
Like the average American family, maybe about $70,000 a year, just about.
So you don't think workers should settle for anything less?
Well, I'm telling you because I'm one of those people, and I never went to unemployment. I took the step down and I worked my way up, and I know it's working for me. And if it's working for me, it's got to work for other people.
You guys fail to realize that George Bush, in his 8 years as president, when he came in office, Clinton left him a surplus that he blew. Everybody seems to conveniently forget that he started all this shit. That Obama's trying to clean up his mess and everybody's trying to put it on him, like in his 2 years in office, he's supposed to make up of 8 years of himself in office and his daddy in office. Get real, America. Wake up and smell the coffee.
So in the 2012 elections next year, do you think that Obama's going to take hold again and have a chance to turn things around?
I think they should give him a chance since he's trying to clean up somebody else's mistakes. I think he deserves a fair shake to see what he can do on his own.
Do you have any last words you'd like to say to our viewers at home watching?
No, it's. I think that the less government we have, the better our economy will be.
So you're an anarchist?
Not exactly. I think I'm for limited government, which is what our founding fathers intended, and the business can take care of itself.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, sometimes we got to take the step down and work our way up. That doesn't mean you're going to stay at a lower wage, but, you know, take it as a step to keep bringing income in and work your way up to where you were before or maybe better. That's it.
Do you have any last comments you'd like to say to the people at home?
Hi, everyone in HP.
Thank you.
They'll know.
Thank you for joining us again on Wall Street on Wall Street. This has been Rebecca with the August 2011 Unemployment Report.